everybody. It is not a pleasure to be here today. This is the last thing I'd ever want to be doing right now. I had the good fortune to say that David Watson was one of my best friends. I might not be able to do this so easily. It was easier to step foot on Woodstock stage and talk to 100,000 people than it is to talk to you all right now. So, my little story with David Watson starts in 1994. Thank you, Annie. I went to the High Times Cannabis Cup, and I had the good fortune of literally bumping into Robert Clark. I was holding a video camera, and I was trying to frame a scene, and backed into somebody and pushed him into a wall, and it was Rob. And I had just read Marijuana Botany twice, and I was blown away. Unfortunately, we became good friends, and at the same time, I was working with Jack Herer on his book, The Emperor Wears No Clothes, which David thought was wrong on a lot of levels, and I heard about all of them. And for a while, when I first met David, I was kind of scared. He's kind of a badass. He's big, he's opinionated, and he was right most of the time. So he wasn't someone I wanted to argue with, I just wanted to listen to. And over the years, I had the good fortune of becoming best friends with Robert Clark, David's best friend. And I believe that because of my relationship with Rob, David ended up liking me. And when I first got to Amsterdam, I think it's true, David was a bit of a man of mystery. There was a lot of people saying that he was DEA or maybe CIA, which I thought was kind of cool. And I called my friend here at Berkeley, Dr. Todd McCormick, because we were close friends. And what I found out was that he wasn't DEA, he wasn't CIA. He was a genius. He was literally a genius. He was tracking the evolution of Marinol through the regulatory process. He even bought shares in Roxanne Labs so he could read the insider trading information that they would give him. Because he imagined that he would be able to make the generic equivalent of the Marinol called THC for the international market. And the more I got into David's story and Diana's story, going through the hippie trail, going to India, collecting genetics, starting Sacred Seeds, the more I adored him. He is the hero in the modern cannabis story, in my humble opinion. If it wasn't for David Watson and his work, the world would not know the International Hemp Association, where he was actually printing peer-reviewed articles about hemp and then sending them to colleges and universities to re-educate the educators because they were fucking clueless. He had hemp educational kits back in 1994 and 1995 that I would spread out on little tables to try to teach people. And he was that advanced. When I found his article, Sun, Soil, Seeds, and Soul, published way back in 1979, I had to read it like 10 times just to try to really comprehend what it is he was laying down, because he was that far ahead of so many of us when it came to understanding the importance of cannabis in the human existence. And it wasn't just about the drug cannabis, it was about industrial cannabis. Porter Farm was about medicine, the Industrial Hemp Association was about really saving the world from the ignorance of prohibition. And Diana, from the bottom of my heart, I love your husband so much. Thank you for letting him spend so much time with me. Spent probably most of the last 15 years on Skype with him, and I thank you. And when he wasn't on Skype with me, thank you for letting him come visit me and spending so much time with me. I fucking adored it. And the world lost, in my opinion, one of the greatest minds of cannabis. And we should all celebrate his life. And after learning the truth about David, his passion, his absolutely stellar relationship with you, Diane, it will always be, to me, the epitome of a love story. The fact that you two together for almost 55 years is stunning to us all. And I love you for it. You've been an inspiration in my life since the day I met you. And you will always be. Sorry, everybody. But thank you all very much for coming out today. David wouldn't give a shit. but he'd be grateful that you did. And for many years, David lived under the umbrella of lies being told about him, and it really cramped his ability to share his photos like you see on the tables today, And until my last breath, I will defend his honor because he never deserved to be under any type of cloud. He should have been put up on a pedestal for all of the work that he did for us in cannabis. I would ask you all, if you ever hear people speaking badly of our friend, please have the courage to stand up for him. Please have his back. He deserves it. And I want to say thank you all for coming out. We all love David. We all love his cannabis. We all love what he's done. And I don't think the world would be as cool as it is now without him bringing the primary colors of cannabis to Europe, sharing haze and skunk and early girl and early pearl and Hindu Kush and Durban, Afghani one with the world. Never mind California orange. Where would we be without it, you know? And I think David's mark on this world will be one that over time is focused upon, is studied, and is told. His story should be revered by so many of us. And I love him. I love you, Diana. And thank you all for coming out. I'm going to be quiet now and not speak for too long. Thank you.
Wow, what an homage. Fantastically spoken, thank you. Valerie, are you here? I haven't actually met you.